Hello and welcome back to From Rags to Riches. So we're back on Thuringian Oberland and we're on our way up to put some fertiliser on field 20 up here. We've already sprayed one field with this and refilled it, hence why the money's a little bit higher. And we've also got another couple of fertilising contracts to do with granular fertiliser as well. But for now we've got this lovely Vulture N series and Coon sprayer. So we've got these three fields to fertilise, but we're only going to do two of them with or one of them with this sprayer up here. The other two will be done with the granules. This is the smallest of the fields, and as this is the smallest fertilising machine we've got on contract, this is what we'll use for the small one. The other contract we've done with this was an actual spraying one, hence why we have the sprayer. So still not sure what to spend some money on. I'm sure I'll find something eventually. Leaning more towards machinery the more I think about it. Doesn't seem logical to buy a field when we haven't got any machinery to work it with, as we'd have to lease everything. Let's get this field fertilised. It's a bit of a funny shaped one again up here. Hope there's enough fertiliser in these two tanks to do it all. Never actually been on this field before, so I haven't got a clue what the odd shapes are in here or how we're going to get into some of them. So it's a first for me as well up here. Looks like it's already been sprayed with herbicides, so that contract won't be coming up. So any noises in the background will be the steering wheel. It's got a different mic we're using at the moment to normal. So we'll go once around the outside of the field to start with, as per usual. I know it's an absolute shock that I actually took a contract involving a Vulture. For those who watch my streams know my opinion of them. Try not to miss too much there. Said the field was an odd shape. We better just go around and back this way for a second. Wait till we're on the straight a bit to have a look from the front again. Stay looking behind for too long because I knew that pylon was coming up. I don't fancy testing whether that's got a collision on it or not. I know some of them have and some of them haven't around here, but we'll leave it as to presuming they haven't, or they have rather. Hopefully have enough fertiliser here, otherwise we'll have to run back down the yard and fill up again. So that's where the tank is. So we're making use of what we've got in our yard at the moment when it comes to filling things up, rather than buying it at the shop. So there's also a spreader full of fertiliser down there at the moment as well, waiting for us. Considering we only started with £10,000 in the bank, we're doing quite well at the moment, I think. Considering every penny of that has been earned on here. So I'm not sure which machinery to look into getting at the moment. Because whatever it is, it'll need to be a good size to do contracts on fields. In some respects, a sprayer would be an obvious one, as those missions pay, or contracts pay well. So I'm making good progress on here now. Let's turn back and go back on ourselves straight away. So the reason there's a long silence there is I didn't realise I'd hit the mute button. So top marks to me for that one. So I was talking to myself there for a few moments, so nothing new on that one either. So whilst I was talking to myself, I think we'll look towards buying machinery, possibly sprayer, stroke tractor sprayer, because there's good money to be earned with those ones. We could save up and get a combine, because there's good money there, but we need a fairly big one, and we need tractor and trailer to go with it. So we could earn quite a bit of money as a combine and contractor on here. And then we'd need a choice of two headers, of course. Whereas if we buy land, we'd have to lease every single piece of machinery we need. We'll never earn that money back, which kind of defeats the object of what we've been intending to do there. This is a bigger field than it looked on the map. That does mean at some point there'll probably be a sugar beet harvesting contract come up on here, which will be a big one. Especially as we're not very far from the sugar beet factory up here, which kind of makes it a bit more attractive to take on, where possible. If there's a long way to cart it wouldn't be very appealing. So we could try not to use helpers too much to earn money on here. I think that cultivating mission would be the exception rather than the rule in the previous videos. Once we own our own machinery, it might be different. We may use them a little bit more. Sunlight's a bit bright off that boom again there. It's getting very difficult to see where I've actually been with the sprayer on there. can see where we finished now. It's a bit of an issue there. There we go. Got it this time. Just incredibly difficult to see for some reason. At least from this direction. Sort of see it to our right there now as we're going up the hill again. Hopefully it might be a bit easier to see as we go back the other way. That's why I used to love using the Proceed one in 17 because we could see tram line, or put tram lines in to see where we were spraying with that. So we can see a bit better going this way. Yeah. Let's lift the boom up a bit so we can overspray that manhole. So I don't think they have got collisions on, but I'm not going to risk it again. I'm sure there's a few of my subscribers who are very pleased to see a vulture in use. Especially the ones who know my liking to do other things to them at times. So I swap the tanks over. It's the back one run out. Forgot that does that trick. Fairly realistic how it does it though. Should get to pump it over on a normal spray of the front and rear tank, that'll happen. On some of them anyway. Unless they auto transfer. This could be the fun bit. Seeing where we actually got to down this end. Keep it down fairly low and hopefully we might get a rough idea. I think that's about there somewhere. We'll find out very shortly when we finish the contract how much we missed. So it should bring us a nice little bit of money in doing this one. Somewhere near this corner of the pylon is where I need to head back. Line for there somewhere, I think. Well, that's telling us the contract is finished, so we must have got it about right on here, which is good. Just lift that up again. Just one little corner here. And that's this field finished. Get this all folded up. And I will see you back up the yard. So see you in a few minutes. Welcome back. So we're now back in the yard. We're next to the Puma and fertiliser spreader, ready for the next little fertilising job. So you just need to claim the money for the first one. We're now going to field 28, which is the one we drilled with canola the other day. So just make our way up there and we'll quickly put the fertiliser on that field as well. It's not too far from the yard to there. Should have plenty of fertiliser on board. There's just one other field to do as well. Don't know whether this could be a sowing contract on the one on the left which we cultivated. Be a nice one to get our hands on. Bit of a long haul up there with this hill. Could do a few more horsepower on the tractor, I think. Could done with the 240 instead of the 200. Hopefully that'll be alright once we get in the field. There's a lot of weight in that spreader at the moment. So we can't actually get in this corner, I don't think. Yes, we can. Save a bit of time. Let's get this one unfolded. Away we go. And 24 metres at 20k. Should be a bit quicker this time. So I didn't really want to use the sprayer on here. Plus we know what the terrain is like on this field from previous contracts on here. So I thought the spreader would handle it a bit better. Same old issue with the spreader, row crop wheels on the tractor and flotation tile on the spreader. I think we've got more than enough fertiliser here. I'll get this field done. I'll probably do the other field after the video, so they're all done off camera. You don't really want to see us doing all of them again. I'll show you the other one we've got in there so you know what we'll be making from it. see what we can find to do next time. So I did finish the cultivating contract off camera, and to claim the money for that one as well. You would have seen the herbicide spraying contract, but something went wrong with the recording, hence why that one was missing. The original plan was just to do the herbicide spraying and fertiliser spraying one today in this video, but my recording software had other ideas. Nearly back round the headland, and I'll just work up and down the field. So I believe that's now both fertilising contracts done on this field and the drilling one. So what may come up now is herbicide prior to harvest on here. I know this field will be way out of our price range, size it is. Or I imagine it will be. We can look. So even if we did buy it, we've not got the machinery to work it with, so we'd have to lease it. Then we'd be starting from scratch again with our money to buy machinery. So I don't actually know if we can end this contract, because this tractor and spreader belongs to one of these two, and I'm not sure without looking which one. So I don't want to go and end the contract and lose the spreader, because that'll put us in the muddle for the other fertilising one. At least we can see where we've been a bit better on this field than we could on the sugar beet. Not long before this field will be a sea of yellow on here now. Probably another 4 or 5 ends in there, I should think. Let's get these little bits done. Let's just work off this side of that little elbow now. So it won't go all the way through this time, we'll get that in a second. So just start spreading there so we can see where we've been. Work this bit off. I'll pick up from there again when we want to go all the way through, rather than running about too much. I We got way too much fertiliser there somehow for this contract, but never mind. We should get reimbursed for it, hopefully. There's one more in there. Maybe another little one in this corner, actually, looking at that. Little part width. Just pick up here again, then go through and do the other side of these trees. So you do a sort of half-width shut off on this spreader here, wasting all that fertiliser. At least the tractor's coping alright in here with this, up and down the hill. That's the main thing. Just this narrow little strip in here now. Nice if there's a 36 metre version of this, really. Oh, that's this one finished, but we will just do that last little bit. Alright, get to this little point here and that's this field finished. Let's just have a look at the contracts page so we see what we're going to earn from this. So I don't think I can end the contract because we've got another field to spread with this machine. So there's 14,283 there. We've just got field 23 left, but I will do that next. But for now, that's where I'm going to say thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now.